Aye.
Staff is requesting approval of Resolution 21-78, certification of closed meeting.
I move we approve Resolution 21-78 as presented.
I second.
It's been moved and second that we approve Resolution 21-78. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. A. Stroud?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.
If we can now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation.
Flag.
Let us pray. Lord, we ask you during this holiday season, reach out and touch us so that we all stay safe and keep in mind of COVID-19, this virus out there, Lord Jesus Almighty God. That we can take social distance, keep our masks on, and continue to wash our hands, Lord Jesus. Be with this board tonight as we go about doing the county business. Take each in mind and every heart, Lord Jesus Almighty God. In your name we pray.
Amen.
Staff requests approval of the agenda with no added items.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we approve agenda with no added items. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. A. Stroud?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.
Staff is also requesting approval of the consent agenda. It consists of the minutes of the December 7th meeting, the joint meeting on December 10th, budgetary matters, warrants, and Resolution 21-84, personnel matters resulting from closed session.
I have one question on the warrants on page 3. The number for the accounts payable for December and November are both the exact same number, the $603,000.
Okay, we will make sure that gets corrected, Mr. Conwell.
Okay.
Then we'll need a motion then to approve as amended when we do correct that.
Okay, I move to approve the consent agenda as amended.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we approve consent agenda as amended. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. A. Stroud?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.
On tonight's agenda, we have a public hearing. The public hearing regards the notice of intent to adopt a proposed ordinance to amend the Greensville County Code as far as revenue share goes. Mr. Pope?
I move we go into public hearing.
I'm sorry.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we now go into close. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. A. Stroud?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.
Good evening.
Good evening.
As y'all are well aware, the new legislative changes that took place July 1st of this year allows the county to assess a revenue share ordinance of up to $1,400 per megawatt for these utility scale solar projects. We have looked at all the different size projects, and they kind of broke it down into categories. Projects between 5 and 25 megawatts generate more revenue with the step-down tax that was approved July 1st. When you get to 26 megawatt and larger projects, the $1,400 revenue share generates significantly more money. All of our projects here so far are 80 to 150 megawatts. We don't have any between 5 and 25, and I don't think we'll ever see any between 5 and 25. So staff's recommendation to adopt the $1,400 revenue share tax. So staff is asking for approval of resolution 21-81.
First of all, Mr. Pope, we need to make sure there's no one here that wishes to speak. We are in public hearing. I do not think there is anyone present. Are there any comments or questions by the board, though? If not, then, Madam Chair, we can move back to regular session if you're ready.
Can I get a motion that we now return back to regular session?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we return to regular session. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. A. Stroud?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.
Staff is then requesting approval of Resolution 21-81, as Mr. Pope stated, to provide for the adoption of the ordinance to amend the Greensville County Code to implement revenue share for solar energy projects pursuant to Virginia Code 58-1.1-2636.
I move we approve Resolution 21-81 as presented.
Second.
It has been moved and second that we approve Resolution 21-81. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.
There are no items with appointments this evening. Citizens' comments is the next item. If there is anyone who wishes to speak, please come forward and state your name. Seeing as there is no one, we'll move on. There's no old business. Under other matters this evening, we have a number of items. The first being a loan resolution, 21-82. This resolution is actually authorizing and providing for the incurrence of indebtedness for the purchase of a ladder fire truck. Mr. Owens has spoke to you on prior occasions when he received authorization to actually procure the fire truck and also to seek financing, and that has been approved by USDA. They actually require the approval of the resolution in their format to proceed with the loan. Staff is requesting your approval.
I move we approve Resolution 21-82 as presented.
Second.
It has been moved and second that we approve Resolution 21-82. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.
The next item on your agenda pertains to the solar facilities impact study. The board has decided not to address this item presently. Are there any comments from the board regarding this? If not, we will move on. Item C is the reinstatement of the employee merit increases as requested by board members. I have put this item back on the agenda. Staff is requesting that you approve the rescission of a prior resolution. It is included in your agenda, Resolution 21-28, which placed a moratorium on the annual merit increases for county employees. Staff is asking you to reconsider this at this time and rescind the moratorium on the merit increases.
I move we reinstate the employee merit increases.
Before you do that, sir, discussion?
Sure.
I'm going to say this, and I know I can see it tonight for the reinstatement, but everybody has to deal with COVID-19. I've dealt with it, and I dealt with it from one of the worst ways you can think of. I've been in my business for 45 years. As a self-employed businessman, you don't get raises because you show up. You get raises because you work and you go out and earn it. I spent the last 2 months because my company decided, what they decided to do was discontinue one of my plans, which made me go out and drive Richmond people all over the state to save business that I already earned money on. So I was not out there making new money. I was out there trying to save the money that I already made. So not making money, I lost money. There was not one single person in this county that we furloughed. There was not one single person that lost any income. We also gave out the bonuses. When you work in the private sector, you earn. There's nobody to actually give you funding. But when you work in the government section, if you show up, or either a lot of jobs you show up, you end up getting money. But my thing is this is that nobody I can foresee have worked any harder than I have for not to make any money. And everybody talking about heroes and what they have done. If you got a job, you show up and you work it. I'm not going to try to take any praise away from anybody for what they have done, but I never got rewarded, and nobody get rewarded in the private sector because they just show up.
Well, unlike you, Mr. Kane, I feel these people have worked hard and they deserve this, and I make the motion we reinstate the employee merit increase.
I second.
It has been moved and second that we reinstate employee merit increases. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Abstain.
Mr. Owens is present to give us an update on the COVID-19 situation.
Good evening, Madam Chairman and board members.
Good evening.
According to the statistics provided by the Crater Health District on Friday, December the 18th, Greensville County had 26 new cases of COVID-19 reported from December the 8th to December the 18th. The city of Emporia also had 26 new cases of COVID-19 reported during that same time frame. And since March of 2020, according to the CHD, there have been 15 deaths reported related to COVID-19 in the county, and there have been 27 deaths reported in the city, bringing our death total to 42 for the Greensville and Emporia community. So those numbers are leading for the size of the community in the state of Virginia for deaths related to COVID. All right. And staff participated in a free COVID-19 testing on Friday, December the 18th at the Jarrett Volunteer Fire Department. The fire department allowed the Crater Health District testing team to use one of their bays, and we had it set up as a drive-through event because it was a little chilly that day, so that helped keep us warm. So we're very appreciative that the Jarrett Fire Department worked with us. The staff was disappointed that only a small handful of people had actually pre-registered that were residents. So we were contacted, and we opened up testing to fill the slots that we had allocated, and members from Fort Lee that were preparing to go on holiday leave came in, and we had 59 people, the total that were registered, and 58 showed up. We had a capacity of 60 people. And since the mobile test team started, we're not doing any on-the-spot registration anymore. Everything has to be pre-registered by calling that number and simply providing the information from it. And you don't have to have symptoms to currently be tested. So staff is pleading to the community so that we can allow it to keep having these free test clinics to let's participate a little bit more and get those numbers up so that it justifies the cost of sending the team from Petersburg down here. All right. Based on recent reports from CHD, we're also seeing people that are positive for the second time show up on our isolation report for COVID-19. So that reinforces the fact that you can catch this more than one time. So I've seen duplicate names come up on that. And the distribution of the vaccine is being coordinated with the Crater Health District for the area health care providers and senior citizens that are residents in long-term care facilities as first priority. Right? Those tests should start being conducted during the holiday season, and the staff will keep the board updated. But from all indication, just saying the general population, we could be late summer, early fall before the vaccine actually is available to all citizens in the community. So Greensville County is in that governor's health high risk area. So hopefully that'll bear some weight on us being able to get some vaccines for our people. All right. And staff again would like to remind our citizens, be mindful of Governor Northam's executive order number 72. It's a limit right now on private gatherings of 10 people or less, and we don't want anyone to get in trouble with the governor's enforcement rules on that. Now, during the holidays, please keep in mind the 3 W's. That's wear your mask, watch your distance, being 6 feet or more, and wash your hands off. Are there any questions the board has for me?
I know we're coming up on the holiday season, but do we have any tests?
There won't be any
Schedule.
testing the rest of this year
Right, that's
because of
what
the
I figured.
holiday schedule. So we'll resume testing again in January, and we're currently scheduled to have 2 tests in January, one for the first part of the month and one about that third week, if we have participation. All right.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Staff recommends you adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we now adjourn. All those in favor of the roll call vote?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Sorry, Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye. I'd like to make a motion for the record section of water and sewer.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye. Certification of closed meeting, WS 21-22. Motion.
I move we approve WS 21-22 as presented.
A second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brown? Mr.
Aye.
Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye. A motion for the approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye. Approval of the consent agenda. A motion.
I move we approve the consent agenda as presented.
A second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye. There's no public hearing. Item was appointment 9, old business, new business, WS 21-23.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Attachment F in your agenda packet is Resolution WS 21-23. It is regarding an easement request from Towards Clean Energy. Towards Clean Energy is developing the 49-megawatt Jarrett Energy facility located south of the Greensville Reservoir along Platts Mill Road. The project received conditional use permit from Greensville County on March 2nd, 2020. Towards Clean Energy is requesting 0.9-acre, 30-foot wide distribution easement from the Water and Sewer Authority to interconnect their facility to Dominion Energy's transmission line. A copy of the right-of-way agreement and plat is attached. The proposed easement is located along the southwestern boundary of the reservoir property, which is tax parcel 6-3. Towards Clean Energy will pay $50,000 for the easement, which will be granted to Dominion Energy. The easement and all the equipment on it will be owned by Dominion Energy. If you adopt this resolution, it will be resolved that the Board of Directors of the Greensville County Water and Sewer Authority approves the sale of the 0.9-acre easement to Torch Clean Energy, contingent upon Torch Clean Energy obtaining all the required permits set forth in the conditions of the special use permit granted by the Greensville County Board of Supervisors. It will also authorize the director or assistant director to execute the right-of-way agreement contingent upon approval of the Water and Sewer Authority attorney. Staff requests that you adopt Resolution 21-23.
I move that we approve resolution WS 21-23 as presented.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye. A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Conwell?
Aye.
Ms. Astrop?
Aye.
Mr. Kane?
Aye.